So today is going to be a day of following us around on what we do on thrifting days. We have like different days: thrifting days, yard sale days, listing days, and general getting stuff done type of days. This one is going to be a generally getting stuff done and a thrifting day. We have a lot to do today. We got to hit like probably 5 thrift stores to make a video and get inventory for the Bearded Thrift Machine channel. Then we have a go to the booth and we have a big surprise there, which is actually we need y'all's opinion on it. So let's without further ado, let's get going. All right, out at our local UPS store, we actually don't have anything picked up at the USPS or from UPS. We drop everything off, which actually is kind of annoying, but they're kind of unreliable picking things up, and we have next day shipping, so it's got to be out. And so what we're gonna do is go ahead and go to the UPS store, drop all this off. It's not a big day today. I think it's only like 4 packages here, then I think 7 packages going to the post office. So we're gonna do that. We've already been to 1 thrift store and we have like 4 more thrift stores to go to. All right, so after the UPS store, our main thing at that point is to actually go to the food line to get something to drink. And then after that, we go to the post office and then we head to more thrift stores. Again, if you like thrifting videos, that's all gonna be on the Bearded Thrift Machine channel. It is super busy down here in our area today. 1, because it's getting warm outside and a lot of tourists in town. And 2, that festival, that music festival's in town up in Myrtle Beach, draws a lot of people here. But we're gonna fight the traffic today because I think the thrift stores are going to be not that crowded due to the fact that it's a super nice day outside, and like they're the best times to go to the thrift store because a lot of people don't. They're like, it's a nice day, I want to go to the beach. Us, it's a nice day, I want to go to a couple Goodwills. We're in the car driving to another thrift store, and it's just like crazy traffic, but hands-free filming. Look, Kayla is the camera person right now, as always. And so what we're gonna do is do some questions and answers, because today's like just kind of hanging out with y'all, you know what I'm saying? So let's go over some questions. I actually don't know any of these questions. You just picked them out on the way down here. So let's go ahead and see what we got, and I'll answer the best I can.
So we have a question. So I've been following you for a year or more, and you have been very helpful. Help me with this. I have about 700 items listed on eBay, and I do not have a store. Do I need one? What are some advantages of having a store versus what I am currently doing? I am a very part-time seller. I work another neat full-time job. Thanks.
Well, you would just have to figure out, when it comes to the store, is that you would have to figure out how much you're spending, if you are spending any money on your actual like reinsertion fees or anything like that. So if it's still free for you with your reinsertion fees, then I would definitely, that just means if you're posting something you're not getting charged to post it, then you don't need a store. Like that's the only time that we got one. I think was over 1,100 or 1,500 items. And then because you do get like a little coupon or something, but it's only $50 a quarter, so that really wouldn't be worth it. So just make sure you're not being charged all that money to actually put your items on eBay, and then you're good to go.
All right, our next one. Do you and Kayla thrift full-time, or do you have day jobs? It amazes me that people can earn living this way, but I think it's wonderful. Things might otherwise have ended up in a landfill, get a new life, and everyone wins.
No, we actually do this completely full-time, and that's where a lot of people actually don't know that, is that I quit my job in 2019 and started this up, and we weren't even married yet. So, and I had already liquidated all my debt, and that was the most important thing, is that when you first met me, I had a really nice boat, not paid off, a crazy amount of boat payments. I had some storage units that I was housing toys in, like my personal toys, because I was living the American dream, right? I had a whole bunch of cool toys, never used them because I worked so much just to literally pay for them to sit there. And then you kind of were like, bro, oh, I had a really nice truck, $600 car payment truck back in the day, right? So I had a boat, a truck. I think I had some like motors or something from another boat that I had, was paying, you know, on them. And then I liquidated. You were like, bro, what are you doing? You're spending like $1,500 to $2,000 a month not doing anything. You're just working to pay this stuff just to sit there. So, and I had a take-home car as a cop, so I didn't even use my $600 a month truck. It just literally sat there. So we liquidated everything, or I did, sold everything. I was not upside down on anything. I broke even on most everything I did. I bought the Toyota Tundra for cash, and kept that for 7 years. It was paid off. It worked. It wasn't the prettiest truck, but I mean, it literally got me from point A to point B. And then in 2019, I straight up quit my job one day and was like, I'm done. and then I started thrifting, and it takes a lot. That's the thing is that people don't understand, is that this is a full-time, if you're doing this, it is definitely a full-time job. Like, it takes forever to find the stuff. And the way we do it, because we are doing as the YouTube aspect also, is that we have to have content, so we're not doing wholesale deals or anything like that. So, but no, we do this full-time, and then I think 2 years ago, you quit your job, correct? Was it?
Yeah,
Has it been?
I'm going on 2 years.
You're going on
2 weeks.
Yeah, because your first week off, or your first week in the business, it was the
right
one.
Before the 127.
Yeah, it was the 127 2 years ago. So she's actually only been full time for 2 years, and we've learned a ton of stuff for sure, obviously in that time frame. But no, we both do this full time. YouTube is a big part of it, obviously, because we do get paid from both of our channels that are monetized. But that's also a ton of work. So, but yeah, I mean, full time. I was gonna do a video on things I would do different. We do have a video kind of like that, but there's a lot to know prior to like 2 people quitting your job full-time and trying to get into this. But you can make a full-time living, for sure, because I think we've tripled our income, right? Mm-hmm. There you go.
All right, we have Miss Mermaid. What's VBS? I keep hearing you guys mention it, but I'm still stumped.
Vacation Bible School.
Yep. For the kids to attend, it's almost like a church-built program. It's like a school program, but it's Christian-based, and the kids come and hear the word of God.
That's right. And I didn't know what it was, honestly, until I met her. So, right?
Yeah. No, I understand when.
Yeah, I've never been to a VBS. When I was a kid, I didn't even know what that was, and I didn't know it until I started attending church with you and knowing what it was.
Mm-hmm. Do you have land at your house? If so, could there be the possibility of you building your own warehouse/building?
No, we have no land. We live in, I call it the cookie cutter land of houses, basically, in the Murrells Inlet, Myrtle Beach area. There's just a whole bunch of subdivisions, because this place, that's how they built this place up, was just a lot of subdivisions, small lots. You're really close to your neighbors. Most of them are two-car garage, 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses. That's what you get. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, but that's what we have. And you live with HOAs with very small lots and no land. So in our place, one, we don't even have enough room to put a shed or anything like that in the back, but also it's prohibited by the HOA to have a shed. Mm-hmm. One, because I don't know where people, they'd be putting them in their front yards, kind of, because that's how small our yard is. But we can't, we've already kind of like, I think you're getting this one from the video of us getting another storage unit. We really don't want to move, because we bought this house in a perfect time to buy houses, and any move will definitely, even if we bought the same size house with the same size land, like if we just buy our neighbor's house, our mortgage goes up 3 times. I mean, so there's no, we ain't moving. We like our little house. Mm-hmm. It's cheap. That's what I like about it. Cheap.
Do you put things up as buy it now, or do you do auctions?
99.9% of stuff is going to be buy it now. The only things I do auction on is going to be scrap gold, which we do actually a lot of. And so that's all going to be auction. And then also, if I have lots of stuff, like we have 5 vintage pocket knives going up for sale right now, I put them on auction. And usually the stuff that I put on auction, other than the gold, I don't have any money in, or I really don't care how much I get for it. I just think it would be better on auction. But like, I used to do lots of tools, like different sockets and stuff like that would go up on auction. But 99.9% of stuff is all buy it now.
What did you do with the shipping prices for your golf clubs?
We do a flat rate now. I do flat rate, what, 12 bucks? Mm-hmm. And so that's all we do is flat rate, 12 bucks across the board. Some of them are still in the opted in new shipping rates, because I haven't been able to find them because they're categorized weird or something. But overall, flat rate, 12 bucks for shipping for golf clubs.
Can you tell me how you ship the picture with glass?
Actually, I go like this. Kayla, I need you to ship a picture.
I put bubble wrap on the actual glass piece, and then I wrap it in saran wrap, and then I wrap it again in bubble wrap, and I pack it in paper, and then put it in the box, and then I say a little prayer over it and send it off. So that's how I ship and they've made it. So.
Yeah, so far we haven't had anything not make it.
How do you sell lighters on eBay? Can you mail lighters?
Yes, they can't have any fluid in them. So like any type of Zippo lighter or anything like that, as long as it's dry on the inside, it doesn't have any fluid. And then we use pirate ship, and there's a little space at the bottom that says hazardous material. This is going to be lighters, perfume, any other type of hazmat stuff. Like if it has a battery, like a camera that has a battery or something like that, you click that little button, it puts an H on the actual printout, and then that has to go ground. You cannot send that stuff air. It won't even allow you on pirate ship. Like it's already automatically going USPS ground. But you can send them out there 100% through eBay. I'm sure there's a different way to do it, but since we use pirate ship, there's just a little button that you press, and then it does the correct way to ship it.
And then the last question.
Last question, because we're about ready to pull up to the Salvation Army.
It says Mustang video, question mark, walk around and highway pulls, maybe, as a treat?
Yeah, we actually don't show a lot of other vehicles other than the Tahoe, because this is our work car and we're always in it, but we do own 2 other vehicles. One is my Mustang. It's a 06, no, 05, I don't even know what it is. It's a 3-valve, and we are building it to actually take it to a drag strip. That's the main thing, is we want to take it to the drag strip, which is only about 2 hours away from us. It's got a little bit more to do. A set of cams in it and some better gears in the back, and that's really about it. It'll be ready to roll. And then you actually own a Jeep, a 4-door Jeep that we don't ever show because we never drive it. It just sits in the driveway. But we don't owe nothing on them cars. They all got cash paid for. So that's the most important thing that we think, is that paying stuff for cash is so important, and not being in debt. It allows you to do a whole bunch of stuff that if you're slave to the debt, then you really can't do. So maybe one day I'll go ahead and do a little Mustang pooling. You know, I'll drive down to Mexico and let that thing sing. But right now it's sitting in the garage because it's getting a new radiator support bracket, and also it's getting underdrive pulleys on it right now. When I say that, I'm actually doing it, I just haven't had time to do it. So here's a picture of the booth right here. This is not our stuff. They're actually leaving at the end of the month, but we are upgrading from a 4x4 booth to an 8x6 booth. We'll have this ready by July 6th at the Bounty Hunters Emporium for our meet and greet, 1 to 3. Come see us. We're out at the storage unit, and we're gonna go ahead and get some stuff that's sold, but what you just saw was a new booth. We had actually a couple people message and say, hey, listen, why don't you get a new booth to put some of that furniture in? And that's what we did. We got a larger booth that's actually double the size. We're gonna have that on our meet and greet on July 6th at 1 to 3 p.m. I will have the address linked down below. It is the Bounty Hunters Emporium in Surfside Beach. Me, Kayla, and I'm pretty sure Dad and Mom will be there, and we'll have that booth not set up quite yet. That's where we'll be at though for like our merch, and then our other smaller booth we'll actually have all of our stuff in there for sale. But we can't wait to meet everybody. But right now we're gonna pull some orders. At the storage unit, obviously you know that because I already said it, we got some sales we're gonna go ahead and go over real quick. Not that, this $13.50 free shipping. These have paid for themselves. This is the Simply Safe, and we are pretty much out of the Simply Safe stuff at this time. I think we got one more of those, and that stuff is sold out, which is pretty good because it's sold out in like about a month or so. This is part of the big Star Trek lot that we picked up, $22.50 for that guy. There's a 1992 Playmate Star Trek Generation Phaser, whatever that is. We actually got this from free the other day from a viewer. Kat gave us a whole bunch of free stuff. This was buried in a bag, and it's a little knife. It's a little pocket knife from France, sold almost instantaneously for $13.50. So we appreciate it. Ronnie, Treasures and Wishes, bought a couple things for us, and we will combine shipping, and then we'll give you obviously the overage shipping. You bought Gilmore Girls. Kayla's already smiling because you're now her best friend because she loves that. And you also bought an LP record from us right here. So we do appreciate it again, and we will combine the shipping. And then we got this Super Shooter. We actually just bought this not too long ago at the Goodwill for $5. So for $22.50 plus shipping. Plus shipping is important there Because if you were to pick that up for $5 and sell it for $22.50 free shipping, not so good, right? Because shipping's $8, $9. So you got to make sure when you're looking up comps that it's very important that you pay attention to what the shipping cost is and if they're getting free shipping or plus shipping. So plus shipping, I mean, if that was free shipping, that would have been sold because they paid around $8 in shipping. That would have been $30.50. So a Callaway women's really nice mallet head putter sold for $25.20. $19 on some LL Bean convertible pants. They're the zip off pants. $19 plus shipping on that. That ain't too shabby. We got two other LPs sold. You got Harvest, Neil Young Harvest sold, and then this one actually sold like fairly quickly because I just listed that one. And that one sold for $20 and this one sold for $25. And I think it's the same person. Yep, same person. And they didn't combine shipping on eBay, but we will combine shipping and then also give you back your what's due on that. This thing you picked up for 99 cents, didn't you, at the Goodwill? It's round reed, sold for $19 plus shipping. A whole bunch of chisels. I know they're in here. Just use your imagination. Think of a whole bunch of chisels. That's what's in here. $75 plus shipping on chisels. This Betsy Johnson jacket.
Brand new.
Brand new. It's like a pleather motorcycle jacket. It sold for $69 plus shipping. That's intense. I'm not gonna lie, I would have never thought we got $69 for that.
And not in June.
Not in June. It's hot outside.
It's hot.
Right here, we sold another very cool, great for the 4th of July, Southern America, Simply Southern, $13 plus shipping on this one. We only have size small, and we only got one more left. So if you want to sport this for July 4th, pick one up ASAP because we are almost out of those. And then two more other golf clubs sold right here. A nice TaylorMade pitching wedge sold for $45 plus shipping, and then a off-brand, actually, or like a boutique type of golf club. We actually picked this one up at Tybee Island. This is like a Senior Flex 7 wood. It's like a really weird looking hybrid though, but it's sold for $40 plus shipping. So that ain't too shabby. So you've been with us most of the day. We woke up fairly early, a little bit later than usual because we were at the the place at 9:15. So we're usually at Goodwill right at 9 o'clock. But we went thrifting today. You were there, dropped off some packages, did a little in the car talk because we were in traffic, and then we went to the booth and we looked at our new booth. As you saw the little B-roll there of what it is. Right now we have a 4x4, right? And we're stepping it up to an 8x6.
Yes.
So that is really, really awesome. It's going to get, again, Bounty Hunters Emporium. Our meet and greet is July 6th. 1 till 3 we'll be there. We might be there longer, but we know for a fact we will be there from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on July 6th. Again, they're having this big thing. It's their 3rd year anniversary for being in business. So there's going to be some other things going on, and that's like July 4th weekend, so a lot of people will be in town. That's why we're doing it that weekend. And we'd appreciate it if anybody came out and saw us. We'll be there. We'll have some merch and everything like that. We just love to say hey to people that watch us on YouTube. We do appreciate it. What we're going to do is actually go home, and the day's not over for us, but this is probably where it ends with the camera, because all I'm going to do is list things. Everything we picked up at Goodwill today, I will go home and list, and I know right now it's running on 4 o'clock, so it is fairly late, but I got to get at least 10 listings up today. So I'll go home and list 10 things and then edit this video.
I'm going to get Whatnot.
Yeah, oh no, your Whatnot show's tomorrow. So you'll see this after her Whatnot show, but she's going to go home and now do her Whatnot show for the jewelry. But the Saturday after, the Saturday before Father's Day, we will also have a all-inclusive Whatnot show. That's like the everything show that we saw a whole bunch of stuff. So that will be 6 p.m. Eastern time, Whatnot. That link is down below, and we'll see you then. We lied. We're actually back. We give our phone numbers out to people at garage sales. I know that sounds weird, but that's what we do. And this this person had some awesome stuff at the garage sale we were at prior, and we're like, listen, hey, whenever you get back up in your garage and get the other stuff down, we're buyers. We will come and buy the rest of your stuff. And they just messaged us. So if it is what I think it is, this is going to be a sweet deal, because the last time was an awesome deal. We made some good money. They got to make some money. We got to make some money. We're excited. I'm hoping that it's the same stuff, right? So we're going to go over there, make the deal. Cameras aren't allowed at Private Pics usually, so we're not going to film or even ask, because and then we'll show you what we get. Back from the deal, and we're gonna go ahead and just take a look at some of this stuff real quick. This isn't actually everything. We got an entire set of these Coffee Time from Tilzo, I'm pretty sure it's called. This guy actually sold on eBay for 50 bucks. We bought everything for $125, and I think that's a steal of a deal because this is worth 50, and this anchor honking piece called, I think it's called Summerfield, they sell $35 without the lid. I have the lid, so I think that's a $50 piece. So between that and this stuff right here is gonna be our money, then the rest is profit. This stuff is super, super cool. Look, instant coffee, Coffee Time, tea bags, Coffee Time. Now these aren't super expensive, maybe $10 to $15 a piece. Cool piece of Pyrex back here. These don't have any names on them, but you can definitely tell that they're older, and I do like that they have like the little handles. Check that out. A lot of this is going to be in that new booth that we just got. We're gonna have a lot more room, which means we're gonna have a lot more product. Like, look how cool this stuff is. Batter, syrup, butter. I mean, how cool is that? I did look these up, and I think they sold for 30 or 40 bucks. Just these two, but they didn't have the butter one, so this might be another $50 set. And then you do have these right here, which are the little chickens that I think one of these sold for $17. And so if you have all those together, maybe another $50 set. So it is going on around 5:30 or 6 o'clock right now. We're about ready to drop a video on the Bearded Thrift Machine channel. And I usually comment back in the first like 2 hours, and then I read all the comments usually after that. But it's something I usually have moved on to something else, like editing this video or listing some stuff on eBay, because this, I mean, this is not like an abnormal day of how busy we were. This is usually how it goes. Like, usually you start out doing something and the day kind of evolves, and next thing you know, it's 6 o'clock and nothing's listed on eBay, but eBay is still our bread and butter, how we make most of our money. So stuff has to go up. I'm gonna go ahead and list. We got a really cool loopholed spotting scope today at one of the thrift stores. Goes for like maybe 250, 300 bucks. I'm gonna get that up fast, and then a couple pairs of shoes that go up, and hopefully get at least 10 listings up. It's hot out here, as you can tell. I'm sweating. We're looking into a mini split here in the garage because this is where I do all my work. Since we don't have any plans of actually getting a warehouse anytime soon, this will have to probably get air conditioned, because guess what? It's only June and it is hot out here. So I'm gonna go ahead, pack this stuff back up, and then get to working.